The second Legendary Hero Summoning event has been announced, and it starts on December 27th, 11 PM PST, which is today if you're watching this video the day it's been uploaded. It only lasts a few days, ending on January 1st at 11 PM PST. Once again, this event features a large cast of heroes, and the 5-star focus rate is set to a starting 8%. The non-focus 5-star rate is set to 0%, which means if you do get a 5-star, then it will only be the heroes on the focus. No pity breakers. In this video, I'm going to go over each hero a little bit, cover each color, or which color I think is best to focus on for summoning, and cover what skills you can inherit from each hero in case you get someone you don't really care for. But first, we have a new legendary hero to talk about. Fjorm's older sister has appeared, and I believe she is the one who talks to you in the Book 2 story. Gunnthra is a green cavalry mage, and her legendary element is wind. At the time of this video, we do not know what her stats are or what her elemental bonus is, but I will update the description as well as my pinned comment on this video once I get that info. Gunnthra, like Fjorm, comes with some unique skills that can't be inherited. Her weapon Blizzard grants a flat +3 resistance. It also grants a bonus to Gunthra's attack stat equal to total penalties on her enemy in combat. From my understanding, this effect is similar to a Blade Tome. Instead of taking your own unit's buffs, Blizzard takes into account the amount of debuffs on the enemy and adds that to Gunthra's attack. Quite a scary weapon from the sound of it. Gunnthra also comes with Fortress Res 3 with a total of +8 resistance just from skills. Her special is Glacies, which is to obviously take advantage of what I am guessing will be a pretty high resistance stat. Gunthra's B skill is Chilling Seal and is uninheritable. At the start of each turn, if Gunnthra has above 50% HP, she inflicts a -6 attack and speed debuff on one foe on the enemy team who has the lowest defensive stat. Oh my, so this is pretty nuts. So it seems like Gunthra's kit is centered around being an anti-mage unit. To do this, she also targets the lowest defense member of the enemy team, which are, hey, squishy mages, with a huge offensive debuff. To add insult to injury, if she fights this debuffed enemy, she gains a ton of attack power because of Blizzard. She also has Res Ploy to do more damage to her enemies anyway. A very synergistic kit from what we've seen so far. Gunnthra doesn't have to just be an anti-mage unit, however. Her Chilling Seal targets the lowest defense target, so this can be a physical damage dealer as well. She basically neutralizes glass cannons who may sacrifice their defense stat for higher attack and speed. Life and Death users may want to take caution. Her Blizzard Tome can also work off debuffs applied by allies as well, I assume. I find it funny that after making a video about the best debuffing weapon in the game, being the upgraded Smoke Dagger, Intelligent Systems comes out with a unit who takes a huge advantage of debuffs. People joke about a Harsh Command meta, but hey, if Gunnthra debuffs your unit, Harsh Command basically turns that into a +6 attack and speed buff, and her Blizzard Tome is completely useless. What an interesting turn of events this has been. Alright, now let's talk about the rest of these heroes in this event. Starting in the top left with Colorless, Innis is one of the best archers in the game, right behind Brave Lyn and Bride Cordelia. His offensive spread is pretty good, and his legendary weapon Nidhogg grants an Obel Tome type effect, and his high res makes him a very good anti-mage baiter. Elise is a healer who has a nice 32 attack and speed. She is a cavalry unit and potentially the best user of the new Wrathful Staff and Dazzling Staff combo. Bride Lyn has good speed for a healer, and she comes with two very rare skills. Candlelight Plus is quite unique, and Dazzling Staff is only available as a B skill from her. In the top right, we have 3 red sword heroes. Ryoma is an all-around strong unit with a distant counter weapon in Raijinto. Sigurd is a cavalry who comes with a Divine Tiefling sword that makes him quite tanky against mages. Overall, he's a very annoying tank to deal with and comes with a good base kit with all kinds of strong skills. Last is Brave Roy, who is focused on high damage offense. His Blazing Durando has a heavy blade effect, and he comes with Gale Force to set up some nasty maneuvers. In the bottom left, we have our green units, and we have already talked enough about Gunnthra. Spring Crom isn't the most amazing unit, but with the right nature, I don't think he is too bad. Meanwhile, Amelia is one of the best armor heroes with a high speed stat, and she comes with her ever important Armor March skill. Even if you have Hector, Amelia can be good in her own way. In the bottom right, we have Spring Lucina, who has good speed, but unfortunately has stiff competition and other blue mages have better offensive stats. Bride Charlotte is an offensive lancer and has some impressive firepower. Her defense is a little lacking, but I don't think she is that bad and with some skill inheritance. Again, we have Fjorm, who comes with her distant counter lance and Ice Mirror special that deflects ranged attacks. She is a tankier unit, but she also comes with a bunch of good skills to inherit if you don't want to use her. If I had to rate which color to pull first, then I would go with something like this. I actually think red and colorless are somewhat equal, but I give the advantage to red because all those units are powerful in battle and Sigurd comes with very good skills to inherit. Colorless has 2 good healers and Bridlid comes with very rare healer specific skills. Innis is also good, but his skills are somewhat niche and in use, especially Cancel Affinity. I'm also going to say green and blue are on somewhat equal footing. Green looks more enticing to me personally because Amelia has 3 really good skills to inherit, and Gunther looks to be pretty amazing with some nice skill fodder as well. Blue is definitely better than last time, and Fjorm is not bad herself. I think blue actually has some nice skill inheritance options as well. Taking a closer look at each unit and what they have to offer, I have labeled skills as either rare, pretty good, or uninheritable, just so you know. Ryoma doesn't offer much beside Hone Speed and Astra if you want it. Sigurd on the other hand comes with close defense and speed smoke, 2 very powerful skills in my opinion. Brave Roy has Gale Force, which I think may start to see more usage, as well as Steady Blow, which can be good depending on the user. I think red gets you the best balance of powerful fighters and good skills to inherit. The colorless units are not bad themselves, but healers may or may not be worth some people's time. Innis has Fortress Res, which is good for anti-magic units. Cancel Affinity has a niche use, but it may be highly valued to certain builds. Elise is a good unit stat-wise, but doesn't have anything other healers can't get. Bridlin, however, has Candlelight Plus and Dazzling Staff, both which only she comes with. She is a very good unit to have if you wanted to build up certain healers. I know a lot of people will say Spring Crom is bad, but he can still be used. Carrot Axe Plus can be upgraded and inherited, so maybe you can find a use for it. Attack and Defense Plus 2 is not bad, and Spring Crom is the only source of Axe experience, which I don't think is that useful, but I'm pointing it out anyway. Amelia comes with a Sling Axe Plus, Earth Boost, and the very cool Armor March skill. Just for the Sling Axe Plus, I think Amelia is a good pickup for skill inheritance, and Armor March is useful for on certain team compositions. We still don't know Gunnthra's full stats, but I think it's safe to say she will have a decent resistance stat. Res Ploy is also a cool skill for other mages with high res if you want to fodder her off. I'm going to guess that she will be a fun unit to try out, especially with the way her 2 unique skills interact. Spring Lucina sort of gets outclassed as a blue mage, but she does come with Swift Sparrow, which is becoming a popular choice. Bride Charlotte has Wind Boost, which only comes from Grey, who is a 5-star exclusive, and I think it's a good skill. Fjorm has 3 solid skills to inherit, and she herself isn't that bad if you give her some support. Blue definitely isn't as terrible as last time, so I think it's just as good to summon like green. In summary, I'm going to repeat what I said about the last event. It's good if you just want 5-star heroes, but it's not so great if you want one specific unit. Red has really good fighters and a decent selection of skill inheritance material. Colorless has 2 solid healers, and Lind has very rare healer skills. Innis can fill an anti-mage role or make use of offensive builds if you want. For green, Amelia has good skills to inherit, and I think Gunnthra will be worth summoning for. I want to point out that we don't know if she will be given out for free like Fjorm. You may want to wait before spending for her, but time is very short. Summoning blue is better than last time, but the units themselves just aren't as strong as other ones out there. That's it for this video, and I hope it helps you decide if you want to summon or not. Personally, I have no orbs, and I'm spending all the ones I've earned on trying to get another winter unit. Maybe I'll spend some money, but I'm still on the fence about that. I want to point out that the announcement video does state another legendary summoning event is scheduled for the end of January, so please don't feel like you have to summon. I thought these banners were going to be somewhat rare, but it seems like Intelligent Systems is fine with throwing them out once a month. I also want you guys to know that the winter banner ends one day before this legendary event ends, which should mean the next scheduled banner will also occur before it ends. More specifically, there will be a 1-day overlap, so if you really want to save orbs, then wait for further announcements. My best guess is that there will be some kind of New Year's banner since it's a popular time for Japan, and Fire Emblem has already had a precedent for New Year type clothing with yukatas and kimonos. I think a lot of people have the right idea of it being a possible Hoshiden New Year banner. Sakura got a Halloween outfit, so it would be Ryoma, Takumi, Hinoka, and I bet male Korn, since the same pattern happened with the summer outfits for the Nora siblings and female Korn. We'll have to see though, maybe an older game will finally get a fun event banner for once. I hope everyone is having a good holiday, and if you are summoning, then I hope you have good luck going into the new year. I'll see you guys in the next video.